Growing up, we weren't really big into going to church, and no one really had a huge thought process when it came to diving into their Bible or taking their faith into their everyday life. So from where I'm from, high school, it's a good time, and I was still stuck in that phase. And I wasn't really taking anything seriously, whether it was school, baseball, my religion. Everything was just, I was trying to have a good time with just about anything I could. So when I got to FCA and I kind of experienced it with a bunch of kids my age and was going into this kind of blindly, to see 19, 20, 21, 22-year-old kids, guys and girls, taking their faith so seriously, I kind of had to make the decision: is this me? Is this what I want? And then I made the jump. Chris has been a huge part of my life, and not just mine, but my family's for the past 6 years. I mean, it's been nothing but him just opening up to us, and he's opened his home to us. He's allowed us to come over, and before the draft, me and Chris went over to Wagner's. I remember we had a really serious conversation about where my faith was at and where I wanted to take it, and he kind of gets serious, and he's like, hey, if this is what you want, you have to go in 100%. It's not a 90%, 80% thing. And yeah, you're gonna make mistakes. Yeah, you're gonna have times where you're really having a tough time, but you still have to fall back on God and really trust in His process. So I dove in. Chris challenged me that morning. He said, I want you to text 5 guys, and I want you to explain the situation. So it was a text that filled up the entire screen. And
when he sent out that text, that's when I really knew that this is where he wanted his life to go, in this direction. And for Zach, I think it was one of the most beneficial things he could do, especially leaving this university. You go out into the real world and you have, real life problems again. And he now was, 100% bought into giving his life to Christ, and, he had someone that he could always fall back on, no matter what the situation was.
I had the best moment with Chris, had sent out the text, was feeling really good about myself, was super happy to get to the field. It's super regional time, so I mean, ESPN's there. We have the first game, we end up dropping it, and then Saturday comes and we're rolling. It's the 8th inning, it's 3-0. I do my thing, I get the first guy out, I strike him out, and second guy hits one up the middle. Third guy, I walk, and then the fourth guy, walk again. So bases loaded, 1 out, and kid comes up and hang a changeup, and next thing you know, it's a walk-off grand slam.
Swung on and driven high and deep to right field. Out of here. Can you believe it?
It was heartbreaking. I mean, man, I just experienced like the highest of highs through 2 days prior, and now I'm at the lowest of lows. And I think that was a huge life lesson, not only like off the field and with life, but with my faith, because things aren't going to go your way. God's going to put obstacles in your life that you're going to ask, why would you do that to me? What have I done to deserve such a tragedy? And you still got to keep your faith. You got to keep moving forward in it, and you got to really pursue it head on, and that's what I did. FCA was a cornerstone of my career at Louisville. Every Monday I was there. It was a place where not only I could go, but any person can just have an hour away from all the worries going on in their life, all the troubles going on with school, sports. So without FCA, I really don't know where I would be on the field and off the field. It could have been a whole different story. Could have been a really sad story thinking back to it. And I truly am grateful for everything they've done for me, and wouldn't change it for the world.